Here we are again, my wonderful, wonderful people. I hope you're all having an absolutely wonderful day. Look at my big muscles. Does that excite you? Does that make you go, I want to go to the gym? That's cool. We're here in front of the wiggly spider lady again. She's looking like she's got some goo problems. But you know, that's usual around here. Nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. We're just gonna run down and we're gonna kill boss because it's kind of interesting to do so. You can't turn this on until you activate the spooky wookie ookie ookie wookie spooky wook wookie ookie ookie wookie way down. Like this, there's a secret. I will tap this, but I will not rest at it because I don't need to. Look at all these people with their goo eggs and floating. That guy's just floating. But you know, hey, it is what it is. Sometimes you just want to float. And you can see there's lots of lava down here. And then you can see over there, there's kind of like a Southeast Asian design. I'm kind of reminded of like Cambodia or like Angkor Wat a little bit. When I look around here. Just something about it feels very, yeah, like Angkor Wat is kind of the thing that keeps coming back in my mind. That are just like ancient Indian designs on a lot of things. It looks, I think it looks real cool. And you can see that this is a real big map. There's all kinds of places around here. But to get past this place, we need to get rid of that lava. We need to get rid of that lava because you see, otherwise you gotta do a burning. You gotta do a burning Sanders. And that's just not what we're doing around here, really. We're doing more of what you might call a Joseph Tito. We're doing more of that kind of stuff here. We're you know, we're fighting against Nazis in World War II and then being popular, as is tradition. But for right now, we're going up here, and I'll show you. You'll see here shortly. Oh! Look at there's Wigglies. There's Wigglies. And this is this boss who is currently creating all of the big, scary, wary, dairy, lava. This gentleman here, he produces the lava. You can see he's just standing down in there. But he's got kind of a melted face a little bit, and you know, he's like, oh, hi, my name's Gary. Hi, Gary. His name isn't actually Gary. It would be rude to call him that, but he's staring at this thing over here. Well, kinda. Not really. And now we're... Oh! Bad timing. I should have waited. Because he does that where he flips that thing up, but that's okay. Oh no, now we're gonna have to be Jerky Man again. What? What? Oh, I didn't rest of the... Oh. Dang it. Now this is gonna be a walk. I thought it would be fine just like rolling underneath it. But I was not. It turns out the tentacle vibes are the bad vibes. Who'd have thunk? I would have thunk, but I did think. I did thinkin' stinkin'. But it's okay. Because the bossman is not going to be very difficult to deal with. We just gotta, roll through the swampy goo. Oh man, imagine rolling through all that mud and then rolling it all the sand. You'd look like one of those candies where it's like it's made out of chocolate, but then they sprinkle stuff on top of it. Man, man, man. Man, man, man. Man, 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 man. Man, 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 man. Yeah. I guess that's good because that means I can just homeward bone and get out easier. I think that was what I was attempting to do. But, you know, hey, sometimes you gotta just run back through. And, hey, look, now we can look at the eggs. I mean, she's laying, like, a lot of eggs, really, it seems like. Or just, like, putting a lot of web up for no reason. She doesn't need the web. She doesn't catch things. Like, she's a Yeah, she's a spider, but she doesn't seem like she's catching anything with her web. She just kills people with her big fire sword. Why even bother with the eight? I mean, I guess it does make you feel, oh hey, there's like a spider living here. I mean, I guess that's true. But you know, hey, it is what it is. Do 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 do. There's a shortcut. Do 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 do. Gonna run back to this place because now I have to get a face. I have to get a face because I turned to jerky. Because I'm made of jerky. But yeah, no, you're really supposed to kind of like not just run by it. But hey, we don't always go forward by just being, you know, like not doing cool guy stuff. Sometimes you gotta do the cool guy stuff. Know what I mean? Do 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 do. We're gonna go kill Ceaseless Discharge. For some reason, that's his name. And now... Oh yeah, no, he'll come over here. So this boss is kind of interesting in that... I guess they decided that it would be... it would be easier if you just made him do... Oh. But that's mildly annoying. He's not supposed to do that. He's gonna do it again. Oh. Well, so what he's... I think you gotta actually make... You know, I guess you gotta kind of make him... Oh! That's unfortunate. I think you gotta... Oh, wait. I think I know what I gotta do. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna give that another little try. So basically what you gotta do is... Well, you're really... In truth, you're just not supposed to die on the first run. By doing that, I've made this way more difficult. Because what you gotta do is you gotta run all the way to the back where the altar is again. Actually, wait a minute. You know what I can do? So give me a little bit more flame defense. And look, now I look like a Grim Reaper. I don't really think I need this, in all honesty. But it's kind of funny to look like a Grim Reaper. Hey, I'm your sister, but also a Grim Reaper. Ooh. So basically what happens is when you... Where's the green thing? When you die to this guy on the first run, you mix it so you gotta go all the way back to the altar before this will work again. It is... Let's grab that just to have it, doesn't really matter. It is what you might call mildly annoying, but not really that big of a deal. This guy is not like a tough boss fight. And it was my own mistake for getting punched by his Ultra Fire. But yes, you gotta run all the way back here. Because otherwise... I guess for some reason it just doesn't work. But look, he has like a big arm. Or a big mouth inside of his chest. Isn't that interesting? I wonder what he puts in there. Maybe he puts peanuts. Do you like roasted peanuts, or do you just prefer like just salted peanuts? You know, like I personally really like salty, nutty treats. I like get some cashews, with some peanuts. But one of my favorite things ever is just peanut butter. What? So now I'm pretty sure this should work. Yep. There we go. This is what it was supposed to happen the first time, but I messed up, so it's fine. I don't blame you, Ceaseless. I blame me. Whack. And now he's gonna fall into his own lava. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't even really need the fire resistance for that. I don't even think that really helped me very much. But whatever, it's fine. Oh wait, no. Now I have no pants. Pants are important. I like having pants. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I had a bunch of peanut butter in my throat. But no, yeah, peanut butter is like some of my favorite stuff. I greatly enjoy eating large amounts of peanut butter. But yeah, that just unlocks that next area down there. We don't actually really need to go there right now. But you know, whatever. I wanted to kill the one guy, the Ceaseless Discharge. So that's good. Sometimes you murder and you're like, wow, that's a good one. That's a good one. But yeah, I don't know. Peanut butter. I just put like a little bit of butter on a piece of bread and then some peanut butter on top of it, and it's very tasty. You know, humans have made a lot of interesting food, and I like a lot of it. Hot dogs are also really good. But yeah, this down here area is like also like where a lot of people in the community thinks actually one of the worst bosses in the game is down there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily the worst boss. It's just kind of a weird one. Essentially, and we'll talk about it when we got to get the Lord Vessel before we can go to her. But basically what happens is when you get to her, you just go down into her branchy area and you stab it, and then what you can do is you can exit the boss fight, load back in, and then just rejoin, and then it just makes the boss fight that much easier. It's kind of interesting. It's also kind of interesting that, you know, if you like look at it from right here, before the weird fog comes, you can see the Giganto tree. But then if you take a couple of steps into here, oh, actually, no, you can still see it. I guess it's just a perspective thing. Huh. Okay, no, I guess it is fine. Man, Blighttown is full of blight. It's also full of people throwing rocks. You know, throwing rocks is generally considered pretty impolite. I wouldn't do it unless it was at colonialists. Then I would throw all of the rocks. What if I got more rocks? What if I got so many rocks that it wasn't even like a tox? It was just rock tox. Thank you. Hi, how you doing? Yep. And then we can kill this guy. Hello. Thank you. I almost never come back here for like anything after this. But I will show you guys something that's kind of interesting to me. Before I started just doing cheats, which just saves time but does the same thing, you can actually, oops, you can actually get a fully upgraded weapon, and this is one of the creatures you need to kill to get it. Because these things, if you kill enough of them, they'll drop large titanite. And if you get a bunch of large titanite, you can then take it and use it to upgrade your weapons. And I've done that before where... But, you know, you don't know, because normally you don't actually upgrade your weapons, especially not to full until... Excuse me. Excuse me! There we go. Usually you don't upgrade your weapons till full until you unlock more stuff, but, you know. Haha! Oh, dang it. I thought I could get away with it. Okay, well. Here, let's roll back to the thing. You just gotta get back to here, and then you just touch it, and it's fine. But yeah, there's other dudes doing the toxic stuff up over there. There is actually some neat stuff if you explore around here, but I don't care about like any of it. Especially not on this playthrough. I just find it all rather irrelevant. Once I can teleport, maybe I'll come back and mess around with some of it. But when no teleportation, then we should just keep going to the next spot. And then, to get up, you go back on these things. Which is kind of neat. This thing can kill you if you time you're getting off wrong, which is a little bit irksome, but not that irksome. You know, it's kind of funny. I was reading a thing where Miyazaki was talking about like poison swamps, and he just says like he can't help himself. He just loves poison swamps, and it is kind of interesting. Because there's, let's see, there's a poison swamp in Demon Souls, there's a poison swamp in Dark Souls, there's poison stuff in a swamp in Dark Souls 2, and there's also the poison area, which is like Black Gulch. And there's a poison swamp in Dark Souls 3. Is there a poison swamp in Bloodborne? I feel like there's not. Elden Ring is a gigantic poison swamp. So if you're into that... I don't know, I mean, I kind of like swamps. They're, like, kind of neat and in their own way. Not necessarily, like, what would you call it? The most welcoming of environments. But there's just something kind of nice about, like, just, like, being in a swamp. And I don't know, if you like alligators and stuff, alligators like to hang out in places like swamps, you know? I have been to a couple of, swampy areas where there were lots of alligators and things, and I tried to make friends. Sometimes they're nice and will make friends. You can feed them. You're not really supposed to do that, because then they get too used to cats and or, humans. And if they get too used to humans, then they'll just keep swimming up and, like, trying to, like, eat thing. And look, not that I have anything against eating thing. Eating thing is one of my favorite pastimes. One of the pastimes in which I am most droid at. But you know, hey, we can't just let them eat everything. There is also a little ring that you can get that can makes the poison swamp area a little bit easier, but like, I personally don't think it's that important. If you go the correct way, I guess it's not necessarily the correct way, but if you go the way I went with the master key and then going back through there, then like you have very little of the swamp to actually deal with, which is nice because it's probably one of the few areas in the game where I'm just really like, you know, just not really my bag, man. But hey, it is what it is. It's also kind of interesting because, see, to me, you could talk about like what makes a playthrough legit, what makes it so that you do it the right way and stuff like that. And to me, in some games, when like just speaking about like doing cheats and stuff like that, sometimes it's just to save time. Like, because sometimes it's not that an item or something is difficult to get, it's just that it's very grindy to get. Well, let's see, is this guy talking right now?
Hello there. I am, if not.
Oh, okay, whatever, man. I'm pretty sure. So, okay, so he's part of this whole thing where he's like trying to assassinate this lady who came by, but I think because I didn't talk to him before, he just like doesn't even pretend to be freaked out by it. He's like, oh, who are you? You're just some dude. I'm not even gonna pretend for you. And I'm like, but I thought I was special. And then he's like, you know, not special enough to me, baby girl, darling. What is this up here? I forgot. Oh, it is. Okay, it is the key. The key for where we're going. That didn't quite work the way I wanted to. Bonk! Frustration swing! It is the key. Yeah, but you need this key to get into, like, a little special room. Back in the Undead Asylum. And we're going back to the Undead Asylum. Kill the boss there, and it also, that gives you a Titanite slab. And he's not a... Oops. Ow. Maybe I need a slightly more build up there. I don't know. I don't know. I just roll on to things, man. People always talk about cats and catnip, but man, let me tell you, it's like a societal problem, man. Actually, I don't know. Because I am not technically actual cat... Oh, by the way, this guy is here now. Once you ring the 2 bells of awakening, this thing just appears, and he wants to talk to you about destiny and things and blah, blah, blah. He's full of lies and bullshit. I would not listen to a single thing his large teeth say. But, you know, it's like, whatever, man. But yeah, I'm just gonna ignore him. Basically, there's 2 big lizards, and one of them is the Dark Seeker, and the other one is, like, the Fire Seeker? I can't remember if he's actually called the Fire Seeker, but, like, it's Frampton Koth. Frampton Koth. Aha! Extra roll. What? That's weird. You're weird. By weird, I mean cool. Because I'm cool weird. Yeah, so we just go over here. Curl up like a ball. And just wait a minute. Yeah, I don't know. These days in FromSoft games, I just like cheating because sometimes I want to try out a new build, and I don't always feel like just running around and getting all the shit you need for the build. Is honestly what it is. Or like if I want a weapon upgraded, sometimes I just don't want to sit and go get all the stuff it takes to get the weapon upgraded. Like, and in something like Dark Souls 1, where I don't really do any very much summoning, at least not on this account, because this account got penalized because of all the... Hello! Because of all the times I mess around with cheats and things like that. So sometimes, like, if I'm playing by myself, I'm just like, I just want an upgraded weapon, or I want a material, or I want something, some specific item. You know, it's like, okay, well, it's easier to just spawn it in. Or, you know, it depends. Sometimes in this game, I'll just, you know, well, in any of the FromSoft games, I'll just do a completely legit run. And, you know, other times it's like, I just feel like just spawning stuff in because it's, and sometimes it's just fun to spawn stuff in and just be like, okay. Like, because sometimes it's like, you've never actually used XYZ thing that you want to try out using. Okay, so trick here is if you want to rest at the bonfire before you fight this boss, you do not run. Hey, stop it. You do not run straight across here. You go like that. You go. Do not run straight across that, and well, obviously I'll show you why in a second. You just take one of the side routes, and then you can come here and you can rest at the bonfire, and there you go. I guess, you know, why not level up since we're here? I don't think... Yeah, there, a little extra health and a little bit of that. Good enough. Good enough. We're gonna go down and see what we do. Go here. And then here we can see that a large demon is waiting. And this demon uses a magic staff that lets him do stuff like that. Don't worry about it too much. I mean, his moves are a little different from the other guy, and he can do that thing in particular. But for the most part, he's not too terribly difficult. Sometimes you can get him stuck in a loop where he just does this. He can be kind of a pain in the butt if you're not prepared for, like, when he does that. But honestly, he telegraphs a lot of his attacks pretty well. I mean, you can see, like, that one had kind of a weird range thing on it, but that's fine. Oops. But yeah. The demon is now kind of iconic. Or this one kind of is. There's a similar boss, or a similar enemy in Demon Souls. And you know, it's kind of interesting. On the lower poly model, I always thought it had a tentacle face, like a Cthulhu face, but it turns out that the other one actually has just like what you call it. They're just like ugly teeth and things like that. But yeah, I don't know, I kind of thought it was cooler when it was like a weird Cthulhu demon. Some of these bosses really get like these weird loops where they just like do the same thing over and over. But so, for the most part, it's stuff like this where it's not too crazy bad. So, some bosses will have attacks that cover like huge portions of their arena, and those will often be kind of more annoying to deal with. But this guy is pretty easy, as you can see here. Yep, just gonna kill him before he even goes up. Haha! I have defeated you and your delicious folds. No fold can contain me. And here you go. Get some Titanite Slab. And this is the area right here where we're going up to. This is actually where you spawn for in the very first time. It's kind of neat. You can actually see this guy when you first go over here. But we're also here for a particular item. A peculiar item, if you will. I want to see if I can... Yeah! Oop. Hang on. Give me a strikey! Oh. The other thing you gotta be careful about with these guys is that they're not like terribly hard to fight, but they can do like, you can see that one hit he did on me took like maybe almost a third of my health, so you gotta be careful with that. But for the most part, these guys aren't very difficult to deal with. Once again, it's a lot of timing stuff, but I got this peculiar doll. Which is kind of interesting because that was not in the cell when you first leave it. When you first wake up in there, that item is not actually in there. Which is kind of interesting. And then we go down this way. And then we go this way. And then we go up here. And what's up here, you might ask? Oh, wait, we're back where we were. Oh, my goodness. But there is a couple other things that we can do while we're here. So we'll go ahead and run through and do a few of them. A couple other things to fight. I'll also show you where that the key that I got actually goes to. And this gentleman here is another Black Knight. Very scary. Very scare tactics. Hey. You think you can be clever, young lady? I said nothing about letting you do that. Thank you. But they do give some red Titanite chunks, and so if there's certain items that if you want to upgrade, the red Titanite chunks are good for. And stuff like that. Honestly, I mostly just use the Zweihander on most of my runs. Unless I'm doing a run where I go through and do... Oh, and look, it's our friend, but he's not actually alive. He's a scary now. And he's gonna come out here and he's gonna be like, I'm gonna kill you. 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 It's just... He fat rolls because he's in full night armor. It's just kind of funny. I'm gonna kill you. I just find it very funny to just keep saying that because he's just like trying to roll at me. And then you get roll because they do that again. Hey, second time's a charm. Or is there... But except that it's not! And yeah, so this is basically just... Very little's actually changed. There's just a few extra items that are here now that you can pick up. Come on. Come on. They even have the same weapons. Well, the only difference is here is that now there's two of these guys instead of one. Ooh, thank you. Then we open this up. We go right down to here. And hey, it just loops right back here. Isn't that neat? So the ring I just picked up, basically what it does is it makes it so you don't slow down when you're running through water. And it's kind of nice for that. But it's also called the Rusted Ring. And if I put it on right now, I would replace my Havel's ring. And I don't really want to do that. But it's something to get. These guys are not super scary, but they can do a decent bit of damage to you just because of the fire and stuff. Especially if you don't have any fire resistance. Like this outfit here that I'm wearing does not have a ton of fire resistance. But it's still going to show off my muscles, my muscles. Oh, and there's one other thing, which is if you want to, you can go over here and place items in this nest. And if the birdie likes them, I'm trying to remember what you can. I don't know if the bird likes that one. I can't remember what the bird likes. But there's an easy way to figure out. We go back to the title menu, press this, and then we do this. Now, in later games, the Burby will make a bring a sacrifice. Don't really need that, but hey, you know, can have it. She'll tell you that you give her warm, give her soft. I'm trying to think. Do I have anything else that I can give to this one that she'll like? I don't know. I don't know what she likes. If we want to, though, we can come back here and do a bunch of trades with her later. But for now, we curl up like a ball, so she will take us back. She's a beautiful, snuggly girl. I don't know about you guys, but I greatly enjoy crows. Crows are some of my favorites, as are ravens. I really like talking to them, and I like giving them stuff. I was walking around, and there was a couple of geese that came out by the building I was in. And they did this thing that I thought was kind of funny, where they kept poking at the glass on one of the doors. Going, you know, like a goose. And they were trying to do goose things at me, like and flap their wings. It was very fun. I like talking to them. I gave them a little bit of strawberry, and they seem to like that. But anyway, yeah, we just killed a couple of bosses, took care of a couple of things, but did not greatly advance the plot. But it's okay. We do not always have to advance the plot. Sometimes we just need to advance our gains. Wait, do we even have anything that will... Our gains! There you go. Yeah, you can see some good gains there. Anyway, I hope that you all had an absolutely wonderful time, and I hope that you're all doing absolutely peachy keen, fantastic, wonderful, lovely. I love you. Bye bye. I love you. Bye. Like bye. God loves you. Bye. I hope you have a great day. Bye bye. I love you. Bye.